The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
What did you say tomorrow is for Lindsay Riggins?
D-Day.
D-Day.
This is your D-Day.
D-Day.
It's as bad as it's going to get.
Or is it
Dookie Day? Is
Dookie Day.
Diarrhea Day.
Or is it tonight?
It's tonight when you start in all that stuff, yeah. She's going to have a colonoscopy tomorrow.
How quick we talking does it hit? Well, you did a different...
Yeah, but I'm going to guess maybe... Ask Jody. She did it more recently than I did in the same way with the liquid and started it at night. I think I remember her being up in the night, yeah.
I was about to ask, does it wake you up? I guess so.
Yeah. It didn't wake me up, and I just pooped in the bed.
Yeah.
Big deal.
Okay, that is my question, though.
You'll wake up.
What if you're a hard sleeper? I'm not, but what if you are? Would you do that?
Yeah.
You'd poop.
I'm sure if you're that hard of a sleeper, yeah.
I mean,
if you're like those people we were talking about yesterday that fall asleep on a United Airlines flight and get left on the plane because they don't wake them up after they land. I mean, can you imagine a plane landing and you're not waking up if you dozed off on it? So they must be heavy sleepers.
Yeah. They're definitely pooping the bed.
Yeah, I would think, yeah.
But you wore a hat yesterday for like 4 hours and didn't feel it creating a divot in your forehead.
That could be.
There's a good chance that you're not going to feel the poop coming on. Sorry.
That could be the Botox.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I mean, I'm a light sleeper.
You've never
I can
done-
hear a pin drop, and I'm like, I think it's the kids. Huh?
Never done Botox in the
pooper? No.
in the stink wrinkle.
In the
Oh my
what?
God.
I heard that on a T-shirt. Sorry.
You read that on a T-shirt?
I actually did.
Well, let me tell you whose stink wrinkle was hanging out last night
Okay.
at the Met.
Oh.
I can't get over it.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
I can't get over. Did y'all see the picture?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she looks great.
But if you went up to her and said, "Hey, your stink wrinkle's hanging out," I would die.
I feel bad for you though.
Yeah, thank you.
But I mean, it's a good thing you're doing.
But everyone does. I mean, it's like, you know, people my age usually don't. I think it is 45, but a lot of my friends haven't done it yet. So they're like, oh my God, you know, but the worst part for me is not eating. I mean, I think we all have assessed that. And
Yeah.
I made the longest day, which, like you said, I didn't really think about this day a couple weeks ago, and I scheduled so many things today, like a workout at Mandu, which I'm gonna cancel because,
Why?
well, I don't have to, but the fact that I'm not eating, and it is like a heavy workout, but you're not doing the work. You know, it's electro muscle stimulation. So they put this vest on you, and you do minimal workout, but it feels like you've worked out for 5 hours, and it tones, leans, you know, your muscles. But I just don't want to like pass out. Like you need to eat.
Yeah, because you haven't
know?
had anything to eat. So,
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's not hard, but it's, you know, it's hard enough to
But
where
you feel it.
you can feel it.
And
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, it's not hard. You were talking about the other day how you were still tired from it the next day.
Yeah.
That must be weird when it's not a where you're actually moving so much.
Yeah.
And it's the machines that are doing all the work for you to still be tired from it.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling. Like I know I
But
didn't.
a good feeling.
A great feeling. I know I didn't work out that hard, but I'm getting the results that I'm working out that hard. It feels great. I mean, trust me, it's great. So,
But I can't ever hear the name of the business, Mandu, without getting a song headache of Bob Seger. I think I'm going to Kathmandu. That's what so I always know what y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
You and Jody are talking about Mandu.
yeah. And there your head goes, just, yeah.
Yeah.
makes
Mandu,
me think
not
of
man don't.
Not man, don't.
They didn't ask me for an advertising slug line, obviously, but that's what I'd give them.
But it's a good one.
Yeah.
And you get a free workout. Just go to tjriggins.com/deals and your first one's free. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it now.
But yeah, not if you're fasting and about to get hopped up on a bunch of strong laxatives.
Right, right.
I bet they would still say you should come.
They said everything would be fine. I'm just, in my head, I'm thinking, let me just go in a couple days.
It's because you're such a baby
Yeah.
when you have to go without eating.
Yeah, truly. You would think the world is stopping. I'm like, what am I going to do all day?
And that's not even fasting. That's when she comes in here and there aren't any good snacks left.
Right.
You know, she's like, oh, we don't have any Any snacks?
I know.
Who moved my butterscotch kisses?
Yeah. I mean, when they say there's like you can drink broth, bone broth, I'm like, I literally would rather just not do
Really?
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Get real salty.
But you're good at that kind of like dieting and like eating clean, fasting, that type thing. I've never been. I don't have the willpower for it. I just don't.
Yeah. My wife's not good at going without carbs.
Yeah.
And she fasts every day because we eat dinner we're finished usually by 7 every night. And then she doesn't eat again until probably 1 the next day.
Oh, wow.
She's just not hungry right when she wakes up and stuff. So that's a full fast.
Yeah.
You know. But she can't just eat protein and go. She gets headaches. She's like sick feeling. Because we started years ago to just try the Atkins diet together, and I had an easy time with it. She couldn't make it past the second day because she was blinding headaches and all that.
Yeah. I mean, you need carbs.
She'll eat a banana or 2 bananas driving down the road, and then throw the banana peel in the console.
It's nasty.
You find it later.
No, I'm kidding. But that Mandu thing, I might need to go try that.
You would love it. Because like I said, you're not doing 5 hours in the gym. You're doing 15 minutes.
See, and that's the thing, that the time that it takes to do, all of the stuff that I need to be doing. Yeah.
Right.
I'm bulking, I'm shredding, I'm, doing everything. I'm doing all the stuff.
Cutting and bulking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same time.
Cutting and bulking. Yeah.
Now, this isn't that same stuff that they used to have on where they do those stories on Dateline, where they had those TV products you just order from TV that you strap on a belt and you go on about your day, and it's just giving you the little.
Yeah, no.
They get instant abs.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No. And this is your whole body. So they do it on your arms, your abs, your chest, your thighs. So it's great.
But not great enough to do if you hadn't had a Twinkie
Well, that's true.
on the way to the gym.
I mean, just like a simple banana, would it be suffice? But, me, I'd be like, where are my Cheez-Its?
You'd be going, I got to reschedule this colonoscopy.
Yeah. I've wanted to back out of it many times.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, now you still have to back into it.
Hey.
You get it? You get it?
Yoop.
So yesterday I had a Riggins moment in the grocery store where somebody was getting in my business about what I was buying. Riggins hates that. But it wasn't the person working there. It was one of the other customers.
Uh-oh.
So I'll tell you what happened next.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
Okay, guys, I can't gatekeep this anymore. I cannot wait for you to try Love Indus skincare products. I am so obsessed with them. Love Indus has gotten awards in Cosmopolitan magazine, in Vogue, Beauty Best Products. You're going to love Love Indus. It's a celebrated skincare line that blends South Asia's rarest ingredients with advanced dermatology. It consistently gets beauty reviews and rave reviews on the products. You have to check them out. Over 5-star reviews. It's insane. And I spoke with them, and they actually gave all the listeners of our show 21% off their entire order with code TJ. So get it at loveindus.com or the deals page at tjriggins.com/deals.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A Peyton's Promise button, where our great radio family goes to assist in helping everyone in our community. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
You're listening to the TJ and Riggins Show Birmingham, sponsored by Mandu at 2825 and a half 18th Street South, or find out about your first session being free at tjriggins.com/fitness.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Famous story on the show is Riggins going to the grocery store and buying some stuff, and then the cashier asking him if he's having a picnic just because of his items that he was buying. And he took great offense to that. Mind your business. No, I'm not going on a picnic. This is what I eat.
Jerk. Having a picnic,
dude.
Exactly, Lindsay. Exactly, Lindsay. That's just what I eat. I guess I eat picnic food. When somebody asks, "What do you eat?" Picnic food.
The only thing, I was just buying beer, hot dog buns, weenies, chips, and cookies.
Yeah, that's my diet.
Yeah.
And I guess that looks like I'm going on a picnic.
Yeah.
The picnic diet.
The picnic diet.
You should write a book, The Picnic
I mean,
Diet.
I guess that's what I eat.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I was at the grocery store because I had to go buy ingredients for some stuff that I'm cooking for this weekend. Jody's parents are coming, and her dad has a special diet. You know, he's got diverticulitis and allergies and stuff like that. So, yeah, he has to have a special diet. But one of the things that he can't have is rice, and he lives in Louisiana. So, I mean, that knocks out a bunch of Louisiana dishes right there because it has rice in it. Well, my son's favorite meal is jambalaya. I'm sorry, my jambalaya. He's had it other places where he doesn't quite like it, but he's graduating from college this weekend, so he's going to get a special meal. So one of the ingredients in my jambalaya is kitchen bouquet. It's a gravy liquid that you make gravy from. I think it's what they use it for au jus, things like that. Now the other brand that you see in the store is called Gravy Master, but Louisiana people prefer kitchen bouquet. That's what it's called. So I had it up on the little belt yesterday checking out, and there was a couple in front of me, and I did the stick to separate their stuff from it and went on and put my stuff up there. And when they finished checking out, the guy points at that kitchen bouquet and says, "You know how to use that?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I mean, I know what I use it for. I use it for making jambalaya, chicken sausage jambalaya, and, you know, sometimes put it in marinades, things like that." And he goes, "All right, well, and if you didn't know how to use it, I was going to tell you how to use it." And I said, "Okay." I said this to myself, "I'll bite. How do you use it?" And you could see him just so thrilled that I asked. And he said, "I put it on steaks. You cooking steak in the house, it'll brown it up real and get a good crust on that steak, and, you know, this, that, and the other. And I use it to make gravy." Wow.
Trey.
Really? Fascinating.
It's just,
But I didn't mind at
Yeah.
all. But I was thinking about you, Riggins. No, I don't know how to use it. That's why I'm buying it. I'm buying it because I don't know how to use it.
No, I was planning on shoving it up my ass. What do you think I'm going to do with it?
yeah. Oh, man. How much older was he? Like old?
No, I'd say 60 maybe.
Okay. Because sometimes, really old, they just like to just talk.
And they love figuring out some way at a store or whatnot to start a conversation with my wife.
Yeah.
Young pretty thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just out of the blue kind of whatever.
Yeah.
But I think maybe, do you know how to use that? Because I bet he's never seen anybody else buy that or seen it in anybody's house.
Yeah.
So he's just like, well, look at this. I'm going to tell him how I use it. But instead of just going, you know what I do with that? I cook steak. That's some good or just to say, hey, I like this stuff too. I don't see many people using it, but I use it on steaks, to broil steaks and stuff. What do you do with it? But instead, you know how to use that.
Yeah, it's just the wording. It's off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, no, jackass.
You
Like,
got to be careful with that.
yeah.
I've never heard of putting it on a steak. That's interesting.
Would it be good? Would it? I don't know.
Well,
really
I mean,
what it
if
is.
you're using it as a marinade, marinating something,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess he meant he just pours and rubs it in there.
It makes a crust on it or something. I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, you know, when you get a good sear on a steak, it's got a little bit of that. My mouth's watering.
I
Crust
know.
on it.
Why are we even talking about food today? Day I can't eat.
People do too much with steaks.
Yeah.
They try to do too much.
Agreed.
Simple. Salt and pepper, and then I put a little Tony Chachere's on it in the skillet with butter. I don't even throw rosemary and garlic in there with it, like British feller. What's his name?
Oh, Gordon.
Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Fisherman Ramsay.
Right.
Gordon Fisherman.
I don't even do that. Just baste it in that butter as it's cooking, sear it on each side, pop it in the oven. Perfect.
So good.
So hungry.
I wonder, I know it was a trend, I've told y'all this before, where you take good ass ribeyes or any other kind of good steak that you paid, a lot of money for, and marinate them in Italian dressing.
Really?
Was it a
Ruined it.
Oh,
Ruined.
yeah.
But that was a trend for a long time. And I bet people still do that.
I can't picture what it would taste. I mean, chicken, obviously, but steak. That's weird.
And they just take a bottle of Kraft
Oh no.
Italian dressing, just soak it, those steaks in that.
Steak.
And I don't love any craft dressing personally. I mean, it's fine, but it's not like
Homemade.
Yeah.
But still, it's got all that,
ew.
it doesn't have a vapor, Riggins, the Italian dressing, but it does have a wang to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah.
Well, when
It's kind of sourish.
your steak shouldn't taste like pasta salad.
No.
I mean, ever.
I think that's the first thing they teach you in culinary school.
Yeah.
Your steak shouldn't taste like pasta salad.
Yeah.
Day one.
Day one, yeah. You don't say.
But if you get, like I do this chicken pasta salad for women, and it's the grilled chicken and all of that seasoned up, and then in pasta, like this corkscrew pasta, with little chopped pieces of broccoli, and I just put ranch on it instead of the Italian
That sounds
dressing. Just good old ranch.
I love a
On
pasta
that.
salad.
I know. But they don't let you be a woman if you don't.
True. True.
You don't have to be a woman to love pasta salad, but you can't be a woman who doesn't love pasta salad.
Right.
They kick you out.
I would love to have some of that right now. I never thought about ranch on it though. That's a good twist.
I mean, if you want to, man it up a little bit, put some ranch on it.
Yeah.
Oh, and some bacon. Put bacon in it.
Wow.
Guess I'll be coming over for that. Is it the tricolored noodles squirt?
You can do
Or-
that, or I usually don't do a tricolor
Yeah.
in anything.
Yeah.
The bacon.
Yeah.
Do you wash that down with a
It's
soda?
like a highly carbonated domestic light beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like when you see Italian pizza, it looks a lot different than American.
Yeah, it looks like it
Pizza.
sucks.
Well, because Americans like pizza was created in America by Italian immigrants.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, there's a show I watch called The History of Food, and it was showing the other day how soft serve ice cream was created.
Oh, that's cool. How?
There were two guys they didn't know it because they lived far apart and they didn't, they didn't have phones and TV and all that. But one was Carvel was his name, and I don't remember which company the other one was. But Carvel came across the idea because he was trying to get his business going, and he and his wife had remortgaged their house and done all this stuff, and his ice cream truck broke down. And he just put everything on sale, like buy one, get one free to unload it before it all melted. And there was one container of ice cream left that had softened from being, melting a little bit. And he ate it and thought, this is great. This tastes great. And started coming up with a way to make it like that for people to eat all the time. And then
Love
the
that.
other guy was a little more advanced, and he and his son ran the business, and he was creating a machine that would do it. Same way, he was always trying to do something different. And then I had to leave before I found out which one made it first.
Well, I'm thankful for both of them because I like
Yeah.
soft serve way better.
And I mean, people think it's not exciting to live with me, but right there,
Come on.
the history of food on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Who wouldn't want to be on the edge of their seats during that?
I was, honestly.
It's crazy.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. Prime Plus members get extra funny commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at tjriggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.